Hi there, this is Carrie from Stamp with CT. It's time for our Facebook Live. It's Wednesday. I hope that some of you will be able to join us live, but if you're watching the replay, we're glad you're here. So whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, hello, please say that you're watching the replay so that I know you stopped by. I see some people are starting to hop on, so glad you're here. Happy Wednesday. I have to tell you guys, it is blowing like crazy outside. I hope that nothing hits the windows or anything. I put Oliver out for maybe 5 minutes, and it seemed fine when I let him out, and when I brought him back in, the door swung out of my hand and hit the side of the house. It scared both of us. Good morning. So I don't know what is up with this crazy weather. I know we're getting a cold front coming through. It's supposed to be much cooler the next couple of days, but I'm just glad we're in the craft room. Good morning. Well, we have got a lot to do again today. So much to show you and share. There's some exciting things going on. So we're going to jump straight into it. I've got a couple of projects for you. But let's get started. First off, we're going to do our giveaway. So if you've watched my videos before, you know that I appreciate you guys so much for your comments and your reactions with the thumbs up or the heart. Love to see those. And Facebook and YouTube love that engagement. And that tells them that what I am sharing is valuable and that other people may want to see it. So by you engaging in that way, it helps me. And so in return, I like to do a little giveaway each week. And all you have to do to be entered is to comment, share, or react to the video. So some of you have already done that. You're already entered for a chance to win the door prize for today. But last week, our winner of a Take Your Pick tool, just wanted to show you because I have it in the box. I didn't want to unbox it. But I'll use mine today and you can kind of see how it works. Love this tool. So the winner is my friend Becky. So very excited for you, Becky. You won the random drawing and I appreciate your comments from last week. This week, our prize is a package of the clear envelopes. Now, these are really awesome, and I think a lot of times they get overlooked. They're in our annual catalog. You get 50 in a package, and I want to say they're $6. They're awesome, and there's a couple different things you can do with them. Of course, the obvious thing is to slide your card inside and protect it when you're storing it. I have some shoe boxes that I got like at the dollar store. I think I only paid $1, the little plastic with the lid. And so I put my cards in there in the categories, and I put each card in a clear envelope, and you can reuse them. You know, when you use a card, just put it in the front of that box and you can reuse it. But they help protect your cards, and that way as you slide them in and out, they're not getting damaged. You're not losing your ribbon or your embellishment, or you know, they don't get stuck together. So they're awesome for that. And you know, 50 for about $6, that's a great deal. But you can also do a couple other things with these clear envelopes. You can actually mail a card in the US with just a regular postage stamp in these clear envelopes. So you would just slide your card into the envelope, and then what I've seen people do is take a separate piece of cardstock and write like your return address and the person that you're sending it to, and slide that in there. And then when the person receives it, they're going to be able to see the beautiful card when they pull it out of the mailbox. So that's really cool. So this is our prize. Now, I won't be giving this away next week. It will be the following week, because next week is Thanksgiving. And so I'm going to take next Wednesday off. My family will be in town, and so I know you guys will understand. I know you're going to be busy too. And so I'm going to take next Wednesday off from Facebook Live. So that following week is when I'll draw for a winner for these. Have one piece of Happy Mail. This is from my friend Judy in Idaho. Now, I got to thinking I probably have about a dozen friends named Judy, so I love my Judys. This is a really pretty card, and I love shiny, y'all know that, so I love this card, and she wrote a sweet note inside, so thank you, Judy. This was my happy mail this week, and I always love to share what I received from you guys. Okay, let's just take care of some more business before we actually get into crafting. I feel like I'm on a roll. I feel like I had a bit too much coffee today too, y'all. Okay, Stampin' Up, excuse me, has a seasonal sale going on. Now, in the past, we've had something called Online Extravaganza on Black Friday. You guys know we're still in a pandemic. There's still some supply chain issues, and so Stampin' Up is mixing it up a little bit this year. We won't have a Black Friday sale. Now, that makes it nice because that means I don't have to work on Black Friday, but it also makes it nice because we get our hands on some sale items early. Now, these are certainly things that you could gift at the holidays. You could stock up and have gifts ready for your crafting friends for birthdays coming up in the next year, but you could also kind of splurge and stock up for yourself. So we have cardstock on sale, 10% off. We have ink pads on sale, 15% off. And then we have dies on sale for 20% off, you guys. Now, these are dies from the annual catalog. So cardstock, you know, we can stock up, especially if you have certain colors that you're really, really drawn to. This would be a great time to grab a couple extra packages and save some money. You can also then get some ink pads. You may have, one or two that you're missing. I have still some of the old style, and they're kind of coming to the end of their life. I've had them for several years, so I'm thinking about maybe replacing some of them. But my thing that I'm really, really excited about is the dies, and I've got a couple sets that I want to share with you. So if you saw this sale and you're thinking, gosh, that's a long list of dies, I don't even know which one to choose from, let me make a couple of recommendations. First, I have the Scalloped contour dies. Now, you may see there's a couple of kind of floral images over to the side, and this does coordinate with a stamp set. I think it's called Color and Contour. Even if you don't have that stamp set, I still recommend this die set. It is one that I use all the time. This is an awesome die set, really a kind of a standalone. You don't have to have that stamp set. It is an amazing set. I love it. So this is one that is 20% off. Then we also have Stitch So Sweetly. So if you've ever taken a class, if you're on my team and you've gotten a make and take, you've seen stuff from both of these die sets. One of my go-tos. It's an amazing set. And I'm even thinking I may pick up another set because it would really make it easier for me to prep for classes if I had two sets of dies. I'm thinking about doing that. Little investment. And then the layering circles dies. So it just so happened that I already had our projects planned for this week, and they kind of focus on the layering circles or circles in general. I'm seeing a lot of large circles used as a focal image, either stamped on or pieces that have been die cut, put on those on cards. Maybe it's just me, but that's what I'm seeing when I'm searching on Pinterest or Facebook or Google Images. So that's kind of what I wanted to focus on today, so that works perfectly because this is a set of dies. It is a workhorse in my craft room. I use it all the time. I love that you've got the scalloped and the regular circles and that they layer together, so you can get, just a small border if you want. You can use a larger border. These are awesome dies, and all of these are 20% off. Now, there is also a starter kit promotion going on, and I've shared it with you before. So for $75, you could join Stampin' Up right now. You can choose $125 worth of product, free shipping, you just pay tax, and guess what? You can actually take advantage of this sale as you put things in your starter kit. Now you do become a demonstrator when you purchase the starter kit, but that does not mean that there's any obligation. So, wow, isn't this awesome? Now this sale started yesterday, the 16th, and it goes through tomorrow, the 18th. So you have to act pretty quickly, whether you want to take advantage of the sale or you want to take advantage of the starter kit option. If you have any questions, just let me know and I'll be glad to help you. I just realized I don't have my ring and my watch on. That's not like me. Okay, let me pull in some supplies that we are using today, because we're using the, oh goodness, the wind is picking up again. We're using the Wonder and Whimsy Sweet Collection. Love this. This is actually what we're using in stamp class this Saturday. So if you want to see more ideas, over in my CT's Craft and Connect group, this Saturday morning at 9 o'clock is stamp class. Now this time it's going to be a pre-recorded video because Dale and I are taking the weekend off, but it's still going to be 4 really cool projects. I think you'll love it. I have a couple of kits left, so if you make a purchase this month, or if you pay $20 for the class, then I can get that kit sent out to you so you can recreate the projects for Saturday. But I could not quit creating with these products. So I decided that I would go ahead and do a couple for Facebook Live, and it just all works together, kind of what we're using this week. Now this paper is absolutely gorgeous. It's got some shine to it. It's got some non-traditional colors for Christmas. Isn't it fun? So that's what we're using today and then in class on Saturday. I love this paper. We're also using these awesome laser cut, I think they're called Wonderful Snowflakes. I have only a couple left, you guys. I've used almost 4 packages of these. So there's 24 laser cut snowflakes from an iridescent paper, and you can see you get a lot of room that you could punch those out or die cut things. I love using those little bits of scrap, but these are gorgeous. $6 for 24 laser cut snowflakes. I still think this is one of the best deals in the mini catalog. And then we are using this awesome Whimsical Trees stamp set. We're going to use some images today and also the dies that coordinate. I love this set. Okay, let's get started with some stamping. First up, I've got all of the materials cut for our first card, and I'm actually using a Blushing Bride cardstock for the card base. That is not a color that I use a lot, but I've been kind of branching out lately. So 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. And then in class for Saturday, I had a couple of pieces of designer series paper that I didn't use in the class. So that's where I pulled from to create my layers. So let's go ahead and get some stuff adhered down. Just use a little bit of liquid glue here. I'm thinking there was something else that I wanted to tell you guys, and now I don't remember what it is. Oh, that wind is blowing like crazy. I'm just going to layer these 2 pieces of designer series paper on each other. Looks so pretty. Now, I attended a training this past week. I attended On Stage at Home, which was a virtual event, but also a training last Wednesday with a top demonstrator. And I saw someone die cut from the center of this piece and use it for something else, and then just layer on that front piece. Isn't that a great idea to help you conserve your supplies? I thought that was an awesome tip. Not something I usually do. Okay, we'll just, you're okay, Oliver. Oliver's here helping me this morning. We've already gotten a lot of stuff done today. And then I think we need to go ahead and do our stamping. Now you're going to see I've got one of the beautiful snowflakes. Let me look at this closer so I make sure I get shiny side up. Yes, there we go. And that's going to go towards the top. And then this little piece of Designer Series paper has some snowflakes and just that iridescence, so I thought that was pretty. I'm going to put that right about there. I'm just going to get my placement right quick. My sentiment is coming right down here. And then we need to stamp our sentiment, and then I've got a little scrap of basic white cardstock to stamp a couple of images. So we are going to use some Misty Moonlight ink, and we're going to stamp a couple of trees. So, I know you're already thinking, but oops, that was not good, was it? A little bit of a rock there. I had a halo. Not a good halo. I did it again, but I'm going to cut it out, so it's okay. We're going to die cut this morning, y'all. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I've noticed that my videos are growing longer. I did it again. Gosh, I'm just pressing too hard. It's a Juicy ink pad. So normally that would matter, but since I'm going to die cut, it's going to be okay. So my videos are getting a little bit longer, y'all, and I want to see what you think about that. So if you don't mind, give me some feedback about whether or not that's okay with you. When I first started doing Facebook Live videos, and it's been, well, we're coming up on 2 years, I think, like in March. I tried to keep them about 15 minutes long, just to make them a little bit easier for people to catch right quick. And I found that I'm getting longer winded. So let me know if I need to scale it back, okay? Hoping that that is where you can see everything. So I've got my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I've got the regular size that we use all the time, and then I pull this out occasionally. I find that I use mine a lot of times when Dale and I are both working on projects. It seems that I end up with this little machine, and that's okay. But it really is handy to have this extra die cut machine, and it's nice if you're ever traveling like to a crop. It's great to have it because it's really portable. I'll try to get this lined up better. Now, one of the reasons I don't generally die cut on camera is because of the table that I use. I don't want to make y'all feel like you're in an earthquake. So I'm going to try to be gentle. We're just seeing how this works today. But I thought it would be fun to die cut with you and show you this mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It's so cute. I may have gotten over just a tiny bit, but we're going to go with that. And so it comes with the plates and everything that you need. And it's awesome. So our larger machine looks just like this, but bigger. Okay, we'll run this other one through. Oh, I know, I'm shaking it. Sorry. I'm trying to go slow. Normally, I'm like a die cutting maniac when I'm die cutting. Okay. So look how cute. I love them. So that other die belongs in that set. I didn't have that with those earlier. So you get the plates. You also get one that works with your embossing folders. And this does close up. I imagine you saw that when I brought it in. So the larger machine does this as well. It's so cool. Let's move this back out of the way. And we're ready to assemble this card. Now I think I'm going to surprise you guys today. And I think I may bring my ink pad back in. And we may stamp a tree for the inside. I think we're going to do it. I'll have to be gentle. Well, let me clean my stamp right quick. Let me find my chamois. I have got this quarter piece of chamois. Oliver doesn't like that sound, y'all. Got this little quarter piece of chamois that I keep on my desk. Super handy. Okay, let's see if I can do it without making, I'm going to put it right over here in this corner. Straight down and up, up. It's not pretty. Let's flip it over. Paper has two sides. Stamp it again. I'm a professional, y'all. Much better. That is a really cute little tree. And I know what I didn't grab. Let me reach back here to my basket and see if it's in here. I didn't grab my Wink of Stella. I'm going to let that dry just a tiny bit and add it to my die cut pieces. Yeah, I did get over a little bit on this one, but it's okay. It's not perfect, it's handmade. And it's cute. So I want to add just a little bit of shimmer on my trees, my blue trees. What do y'all think of blue trees? I love it. So you know I don't usually stamp on the inside, but I'm gonna try it today. So let's get things assembled here. Okay, so I've got that placement. I think I'm gonna put my sentiment down. Just kind of laid this out last night. I didn't make a sample because I wanted to make two different cards with y'all. I'm just gonna leave a very small border of blue. And then I think that what I'll do is pop up the sentiment. I think that'll give me an option that I may need here. Is that gonna fit? It's about a 1/2 inch piece. Kind of a scrap. Yeah, that's gonna work. We'll add this. Let your heart be light. I'm gonna put it right about there. So again, I've just grabbed a little scrap of this striped paper as well. And then I know that I want to put just a tiny bit of glue on the back of my snowflake. Now a dimensional fits perfectly on the back of your snowflake, but I need mine flush on the card so that I can layer everything up. And then, oops, I scooted that. Scoot it back. I'm gonna put a little glue on our circle. I'm just going to bring that right up to the center of my snowflake. And now we're going to bring our trees in. Let me look and see which of these is the prettier tree. I think this one looks better. So yeah, let's do it this way. So this one I'm going to glue straight down to the card, and I want it to be right about there on the sentiment. And then this other one I think will pop up. Oh, you guys, I love this paper. I love these products. So fun. I got glue all over me. And then I think this one we'll put right about here. Let your heart be light. Then somewhere I do have an embellishment, and I just went with something simple. Find my take your pick tool. I grabbed champagne rhinestones. I love these. They're really pretty. And they've got just that tiny bit of a pink cast to them, so I think it works perfectly with this paper. Make it look kind of like a starry background. And maybe one down here that kind of looks like stars in the background. I love that. Okay. Oh, we've got to put our inside panel right quick. And then we'll be done. Let me make sure I put the glue on the right side here. Card number 1 is ready. Kind of like that stamping on the inside. I think y'all are rubbing off on me. So cute. It turned out pretty. I love that little bit of shine too. So let me know what you think. There's our Blushing Bride and Misty Moonlight card. We've got one more to make, y'all. And I went again with a Blushing Bride card base. Blushing Bride is, it's a pink that has a little bit of kind of a brown cast to it. It's a different pink, but I love it. Okay, this time I have lots of little pieces. Make sure I'm grabbing the right stuff here. So again, I've got an inside panel, and I think we'll set it up there because I think we'll stamp on it again. And then we've got, and this one's oriented this way, we've got that same piece of designer series paper that I didn't use in class, but I wanted to feature it. A little strip of the Snowflake paper. So I'll kind of lay it out, show you what I'm thinking. And then this piece as well. This is really pretty. We used this side in stamp class, but not the B side. So I thought that looked really pretty. So I think, let me go ahead. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do our layers right quick. So let's put this designer series paper on. So really showing off the paper on this card, which makes it an easy card because this paper is so pretty. So it's kind of silver, but it's also iridescent. So what's interesting is, I may not have cut that right, but we're going to go with it. What's interesting is that it kind of picks up the colors around it. So right now, it has a little bit more kind of the pink cast coming through, but wait until we add some other colors. Yeah, I did. I messed that up, but that's okay. We're going to act like I did that on purpose. It's only a mistake if I think it is, right? That gives it a little bit more interest. Okay, and we'll go ahead and put this on. It's hard to put adhesive on beautiful paper, but I do like this pattern on the other side as well. So let me see here. I'm gonna kind of get this lined up where I want it. I'm kind of doing the border here and then letting it fall where it does on that other side. Okay, now I die cut some of these cute little trees. I had quite the little forest on my desk when I was prepping for stamp class. And I think what I'm gonna do on these, if I grabbed it, I may not have. I think I'm going to use some glue dots to put these on because that's a strong adhesive, but it's also going to give a little bit of lift. So what I'm thinking, and look, here's those scallop circles again, those layering circles, the scallop and just a regular. So I'm thinking I'm going to add these little trees to this circle, and I may have to snip some things off. That may be too long, but that's okay. I just want to kind of add this little cluster of trees. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe that one over by itself. Okay, let's start with the middle guy. Aren't these so cute? Little skinny trees. And start with this one. I I just want it just a tiny bit off. And we'll come in with this one. So cute. Now we're dealing with mint macaron and the Blushing Bride now. Love this color combo. So this one I want to be just a little bit down, but I want it to overlap a tiny bit. And then this one, we'll let it be down. It'll kind of stand alone a bit. So I'm going to have to snip off the little excess right here, right here. And of course I lost those little bits, but that's okay. And I want to add this now to our scallop. And I'm trying to make sure that that somewhat runs the same as that background. Now that is cute. Cute, cute. And I think I'm going to just adhere this down. You know, most of the time I say, when in doubt, pop it up. But this time, I'm just going to adhere it down. And I'm going over toward the left a little bit. I'm not centering that on this piece of Designer Series paper. Okay, let's do a little bit of stamping in mint macaron. I'm just going to, I went ahead and made a bow, and I'll show you this ribbon here in just a minute because I want to just stamp the word joy. This is just so cute. And I'm thinking I may even put it like right about here. And it's just subtle. And then for our inside panel, I want to stamp this little grouping of ornaments. I'm going to come right up here. And we're stamping on the inside, y'all. Just put that on the inside. Super cute. Maybe a bit crooked, but that's okay. Get these things out of the way, and we'll finish this card up. I hope you guys like them. And I hope you'll join us for stamp class Saturday. Super excited about this class. So packets have already gone out. I think there's a couple local people that I still need to get a packet delivered to. Cute. And then I'm going to come in with this bow right up here at the top. And again, we'll use our trusty glue dots. And I'll probably use a couple of them. Make sure I get good coverage. Come right up there at the top, pretty much in the center. And you know, I could probably sprinkle on a couple of embellishments. I think we could. In class on Saturday, we're also using these champagne rhinestones on our projects. Maybe we'll go right there. And maybe one more right up there by our joy. Okay, second card is finished. It's shiny also. Let me just show you this ribbon right quick if I can find it on my table. This ribbon is part of the suite. And I'm looking to make sure the frayed Grosgain ribbon, and it comes in Blushing Bride. It's got some pretty texture to it. But what's cool about this, and we actually do this on one of the projects in class, is you can catch one of the threads at the end, and when you pull it, you can actually make almost like a little tassel. So how cute is that? I love it when ribbon does tricks like this. So, so cute. Okay guys, that is our Facebook Live for this week. Our projects, the Whimsy and Wonder Sweet Collection. I hope that you love them. I was really happy with how these turned out. I like both of them. And before I go, I just want to say one more time, thank you to all of you that are my customers, my friends, my team. Y'all are my heart. I'm going to get just a little bit emotional. We had our annual awards this past weekend, and then Stampin' Up! Released some additional high performers, and I ranked number 125 in the U.S., and that is because of you guys and how amazing you are. And so I just want to thank you. I've so enjoyed just all the messages that I've received and the encouragement, and I so appreciate your support. And I know that now it's time to work hard for next year. So thank you guys so much for being with me. Remember, no Facebook Live next week. Enjoy Thanksgiving. Enjoy time with your family. If you live close to me and you need somewhere to come and have Thanksgiving dinner, reach out to me. We would love to have you come join us. Okay, we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Thanks so much.